Did you know that one of the most common forms of black magic is السحر المأكول والمشروب? In this video, we explore why this specific type of sihr is often practiced and its potential impact. We also share the Ruqyah treatment to, with the will of Allah, overcome it, inshaAllah. Number 1. السحر المأكول والمشروب. What is it? السحر المأكول والمشروب refers to ingested or consumed sihr, where magic is introduced into someone's food or drink. In this form, sihr enters the body, often accompanied by jinn who consider it their duty to protect this sihr. They attach themselves to the sihr and envelop it with threads, sometimes even using these threads to feed. A challenge here is that jinn often cannot leave the body as long as the sihr remains within. The shaitan uses different tricks to make sure that the sihr stays inside the body. If the sihr leaves, the deal is off, and the shaitan might leave or even die. So, the shaitan tries hard to keep the sihr in the body. Here are some of its tricks. Always trying to move the sihr. The shaitan uses this trick mostly against people doing a lot of ruqyah, as they threaten the sihr. Moving the sihr takes a lot of energy and time. When the shaitan is busy with this, it pays less attention to the person, showing that ruqyah treatment is helpful. Covering sihr in thick mucus. The shaitan wraps the sihr in layers of thick mucus, called the sac, so it doesn't come out when the person vomits. The shaitan makes more mucus, especially when the person eats unhealthy or forbidden things without saying Bismillah. This measure works better if there's no ruqyah. Making the victim think it's medical. The shaitan tells the person that those symptoms are because of medical reasons. This makes the person not want to do ruqyah. Instead, they might go for many medical tests that don't find anything. This slight trick aims to stop the person from doing the ruqyah treatment. Why do sahirs often choose this specific form? This form of magic is frequently requested by acquaintances, sometimes even by close family members. The origin lies in envy, hasad, towards the blessings that Allah has bestowed upon others. These individuals then approach a sahir to turn their envy into action. The sorcerer can then choose from 3 methods to administer the sihr to the victim. They can either hand it directly to the person who requested it, and that person will then mix it into the victim's food. Alternatively, the sahir can give the sihr to shayateen, who will place it in the victim's food. In this case, it's crucial to follow the Prophet's advice, such as closing doors, windows, and cabinets with the basmala and covering the food. If these methods don't work, the sahir might resort to at-tukal, where the sihr is given to the victim's mouth while they're asleep. Of course, everything is under the will of Allah. The sorcerer prepares the sihr for their client, sometimes masking it with ordinary kitchen herbs to hide its smell and taste. In some instances, chemical substances are employed to make the flavor and aroma less noticeable. After successfully administering the sihr to the victim, a critical phase unfolds wherein the shaitan or shayateen managing the sihr must gain access to the body. Despite the sihr being already present in the body, it initially remains partially inactive. The victim experiences illness, nausea, and stomach pain as the body instinctively resists. Sometimes, the situation is reversed. The shaitan enters the body before the sihr is ingested, patiently waiting for the moment when the victim consumes it. The shayateen trail the victim, seeking a suitable entry point during vulnerable moments such as anger, providing an ideal opportunity for shayateen to infiltrate the body. Neglect, sinning and neglecting the body, explicitly prohibited in the Quran and Hadith, create a vulnerable state allowing shayateen to penetrate. Excessive emotions and sorrow. Excessive emotions like mourning excessively after a death or unnecessary laughter are discouraged and provide an opening for shayateen. Excessive joy. Overwhelming joy can also be a vulnerable moment, causing one to forget about Allah. Number 2. Symptoms of السحر المأكول والمشروب. After consuming this sihr, a person often experiences both physical and mental reactions. Since the sihr is in the blood, it can affect any part of the body, resulting in various complaints, including abdominal pain without a medical cause may occur due to consumed sihr, especially when listening to the Quran and drinking ruqyah water. Nausea. Particularly noticeable immediately after the application of sihr, it decreases as the sihr stays longer in the body and spreads. A feeling of bloating and excessive gas in the abdomen. sensation of a moving ball in the abdomen during Ruqyah. An unpleasant odor may come from the mouth during Ruqyah. Some cases experience a lack of appetite, poor vision without an apparent medical reason, prolonged constipation, not in all cases, but it can occur, swelling and pain in hands and feet, possibly with a bluish-purple discoloration, indicating powerful sihr effects, weakness in parts of the body, especially in the shoulders and lower back, hair loss and weak nails, physical manifestations of consumed sihr, skin problems such as eczema and psoriasis, decreased smell and other sensory problems, loss of concentration and forgetfulness, unexplained feeling of cold in the body, unusual oral health issues, infertility, symptoms resembling rheumatism, cancer, Crohn's disease, MS, etc. These symptoms follow an observed pattern, and intensive Ruqyah has shown successful recovery in cases considered medically incurable solely by the will of Allah. Number 3. Ruqyah treatment. In treating sihr, it is crucial to understand that Allah is the ultimate healer, and only He knows when recovery will occur. As narrated by Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, Allah has not sent down any disease without also sending down its cure. The goal of this treatment is to remove the existing sihr from the body with Allah's will. This is achieved by reciting and or listening to the Quran, allowing the sihr to exit the body through vomiting, bowel movements or urine, hijama. While the entire Quran brings healing, practical experiences have shown that verses related to sihr, food and eating have additional efficacy with Allah's will. Additionally, verses relevant to the purpose of the sihr also have an impact. Here are some of these verses. Recite and listen to these verses with concentration and relaxation. Try to understand their meanings by reading the tafsir, which is the explanation. Keep the intention clear that you seek healing and the removal of sihr. Use these verses on water and olive oil. Drink recited water and apply recited olive oil to the body daily before bedtime. During a Ruqyah session, drink 1 to 1.5 liters of water and try to induce vomiting. Pay attention to bodily sensations as this indicates the movement of sihr. Press on painful areas with the intention of expelling the sihr. When sihr has been vomited, pour recited Ruqyah water over it and dispose of it where few people pass by on the earth. Do not discard sihr in the toilet. If there are written papers in a vomit, neutralize them for safety. Number 4. Tools. To enhance the effectiveness of Ruqyah, certain permissible remedies can be used. Here are some recommended tools. Honey. Consume daily, especially darmoush honey, sidab honey, or Yemen sidr honey. Drink 1 or 2 glasses of Ruqyah water with honey during Ruqyah sessions. Qist al-Hindi. Use in Ruqyah water or as nasal drops. Apple cider vinegar. Mix with Ruqyah water for use during Ruqyah sessions. Haltiet. Pure. Various applications such as smelling, ingestion, or mixing with olive oil. Senna. Make tea to cleanse the stomach and intestines. Adar herb. Similar to Senna, but milder in use. Habbat al-Muluk. Powerful effect similar to Senna. Use with caution. Saffron, pure. Dissolve in Ruqyah water or use as ink to write Quranic verses. Zamzam water. Powerful healing water. Use it with the intention of healing. Ajwa dates. Consume daily for protection against sihr. Vary your approach by using different remedies. Experiment with various products and methods, such as applying olive oil, washing with Ruqyah water, varying the recitation of the Quran and dhikr, occasional fasting, and sometimes night prayers. Always try to renew and vary your treatment so that the shayateen struggle to adapt and make mistakes. After the treatment, it is essential to consume honey and dates to strengthen your body. Also, focus on progressing in your faith so that positive changes become noticeable over time. Remember, the jinn spread the sihr throughout the entire body as a precaution. While some remains in the stomach, the rest can be anywhere in the body. That's why it's helpful to not only drink plenty of ruqyah water, to expel the sihr from the stomach, but also to undergo hijama. This way, the sihr that has spread throughout the body can be expelled through this method. Watch this video to learn which points of hijama to treat.